So this morning we have a special treat for you to make this Halloween weekend. So here's what Dan and the gang are talking about: pumpkin bread French toast. I mean, that's delicious. Most of you likely know how to make French toast, but this is made with actual pumpkin bread. The woman behind this creation is the author of this new cookbook, Life is What You Bake It, Vallery Lomas. Welcome to the PIX11 Morning News.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you guys talking about pumpkin French toast.
I mean, have you ever, first of all, to look at you is to look at joy. We appreciate your taking the time with us this morning. But I want to start first with some housekeeping, which is you won the show, the Great American Baking Show, but no one got to see it. So
Yes.
Tell us briefly why we didn't get to see it and how that then, resulted in everything that has come after.
Yeah, so I competed on the Great American Baking Show, and it was 10 of us home bakers, and we were baking everything from pies and cakes to cookies and breads, and I won, which was amazing. Unfortunately, everyone didn't get to see it because the show got pulled off the air when, there were allegations against one of the judges of harassment at the height of the Me Too movement. So, I just took all of that energy and all of those recipes and, I channeled it into something really productive, which is my passion, which is baking.
Yep.
And I created this book, and I tell that story, but I also tell so many other stories of, growing up and being inspired by my mother and grandmothers and all of their recipes. And I also share a lot of those winning recipes in this book.
Oh, I know, because I have read this cookbook as though it were a novel. So we want to just congratulate you for winning Great American Baking Show, even though no one got to see it. And by the way, tell everyone what your profession was before you became a baker.
Yeah, so I was a lawyer, but I knew I had, a passion for something else. So, I put in my 10,000 hours and I baked nonstop for literally over a decade. And, I just took everything that I learned. So, this book, it's really targeted for home bakers, for people who don't necessarily, they haven't necessarily been to culinary school, but they still want to bake a lot of really delicious treats, and it's perfect for holidays. And it's got everything. It's got desserts, but it also has, hot skillet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good for all the days. So I want everyone to know that if you click on the QR code on your screen, it's going to pull up the recipe Vallery is about to make. So can we get started? Show us how to make this delicious French toast. And I know my teammates are already dying to eat. So there it is.
So I made some pumpkin bread, and the truth is you can French toast just about anything. So I've got some eggs and I've got some milk, and I'm actually using almond milk. You can totally use your alternative milks in this recipe, and a little bit of cinnamon and sugar and salt. And I'm just gonna whisk that together. So this is kind of like the base of any other French toast.
Right.
And I've got some slices of pumpkin bread. And
now, Vallery, you're a pro, so you made pumpkin bread, but we could just buy it, right? If we don't have time to make pumpkin bread?
You can totally buy it. You can make it. And if you've made it and you've been eating it for a few days and you've got leftovers, it's perfect for French toasting. So I'm just going to take my slice of pumpkin bread, dredge it in my mixture, and flip it over so that it soaks up all of that good egg and milk goodness. And I've got a hot skillet, and I'm just going to transfer this to the skillet. And, we're French toasting it the same way you would any
just a
other
regular French toast. Now, we have some wannabe chefs on this broadcast, me in particular, but there was a question while this French toast is doing its thing. Can we bring in the gang? There was a question about the tools that you actually need to bake. Manna, you were talking about... I'll remind you. We only talked about it 2 minutes ago. A scale?
Oh, a scale.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I forgot.
Measuring.
Thank you very much. Yeah. How quickly I forget. So yeah, I was saying that you'll never mess up a recipe if you measure it on a scale versus a measuring cup. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? I love weighing my ingredients. You definitely get more consistent results. But honestly, with something like French toast or even pumpkin bread, these are really forgiving recipes.
True.
So you totally don't need a scale because, something that's a few teaspoons off isn't going to make a big difference. But I love that you love a scale. I mean,
I do love
He
scale.
loves a
I won't-
scale. He doesn't possess one.
I don't love the scale after I eat the French toast.
Exactly.
But I love a
Right.
scale. Yeah.
and honestly, the best thing about a scale is less cleanup. You don't have to worry about measuring cups.
True.
Right.
So, you know, the French toast, it needs a few minutes to cook. So I already made myself some.
Can we eat
and
now?
The
I
magic
topped
of
it
TV.
with-
Oh my gosh, Valerie, they're like, can we eat now already? Yes, you can eat.
Yeah, I topped it with cream cheese, adding a little whipped cream, and like, oh my gosh, this is.
Oh my
So
goodness.
cream cheese instead of a traditional syrup. Why that? Is that like a savory situation?
Wow.
Well, I love cream cheese and pumpkin. I think it's like a great combo.
Now you're talking
So-
my language.
Can you see this?
You could totally use regular syrup. That works too. So,
Oh my goodness. This
how is it?
Oh, it's delicious.
I almost started
It's
choking
really
on because I'm
good.
talking at the same time.
It's so good. My goodness.
Thank you, Valery Lomas. Tell us once again the name of the book.
Yeah, so the name of the book is Life is What You Bake It. And you can also find me on social media at Foodie in New York. And I've also got links to the book there.
Yeah, great backsplash too. Love it. It's a great
Thank you.
backsplash. I love it.
Valerie, thank you so much. Oh, wait. Are you going to dress up for Halloween? And if so, what?
Oh my gosh, I'm not, but I'm gonna be doing all the things with all the pumpkins. So
Okay,
Good.
fantastic. We will see all those pictures on your Instagram page. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend. And you at home can get this French toast recipe along with the recipe for the pumpkin bread on our website, PIX11.com. Happy Halloween, Valerie.
thank you, Marisol.
Great stuff.